Well, hello there. The verdict is in, and it's a guilty verdict. The Alex Belfield stalking case. Alex Belfield is guilty. Guilty as charged. I'm sure that will give some relief to his poor victims. Let's tilt you down a bit. There we go. That will give a bit of relief to his poor victims who have suffered for quite a long time. 10 years is a long time to hold a grudge for anybody. Now, I think come the 16th of September, when sentencing is done, that Alex Belfield will be going down. I think he'll be going down for something between 2 and 4 years, depending on how severely the judge takes Alex Belfield's trial, how seriously he takes it. But will he learn? I don't think so. The reason I think it's going to be somewhere in the region of about 2 to 4 years is because the man has showed no remorse. He's absolutely shown no remorse whatsoever. He's, even during his trial, Alex Belfield, I do believe, if I've seen correctly, he wished someone had a heart attack, and he went on to call somebody a paedophile. Now, as we all know, you can't go around calling people paedophiles because that's not nice. Anyway, so I do believe that Alex Belfield was served legal papers as he was leaving the court. Of course, this may not be the case, as I don't know, but I was told that Alex Belfield was going to be served papers, so we'll have to wait and see whether that's true or not. So that will be 3 cases of defamatory comments, which has led to litigation and legal action against Alex Belfield. How much can one man do? How much damage can one man do to society? The belfidiots, yes, I'll call them belfidiots because they're Belfield's followers and they're idiots. So the new phrase that I'm going to use for them now is going to be belfidiots, which seems to suit quite nicely. This leading up to this trial, I've had belfidiots saying that they're going to come round my house and sort me out. I've even had a guy, Derek his name is, I found out his name's Derek, the Zulu warrior, is trying to dox me. So we'll see. But he's in Australia, or funny enough, I don't think he's going to turn up at my house, do you? Anyway, so he's been found guilty. Not to really to my surprise, as there is a criminal act, the Protection from Harassment Act 1997. Now, if you read that, then you'll understand why he was found guilty. It wasn't one email, it wasn't 29 emails, it was 6,000 emails. And of course the Belfidiots actually said it was only 29. Well, 29 emails was a representative sample of all the emails that were sent. Not all the emails would have been read in court. 6,000. Imagine how long the court case would have gone on if they'd read 6,000 emails. So, why was he found guilty? Well, it's because of the harassment, alarm and distress that he caused these people. What kind of person sends threatening emails to a pregnant woman? Yeah. What kind of individual phones up someone's mother and threatens them? Or makes a threatening phone call to someone's mother? What kind of normal person does that? What normal person holds a grudge for 10 years? I don't know. I mean, plus he's a liar as well. Alex Belfield is a liar, in my opinion. I think he lied about this show that he was putting on in Wales, and the reason that he had to cancel it. Alex Belfield didn't cancel that show. The council cancelled that show. The Welsh Council could not be deemed to endorse Belfield's brand of racism and misogyny. That's why his show was cancelled. And it only had sold 120 seats anyway. To say that he wanted to go to a bigger venue is ridiculous. When so few seats had been sold anyway. But that's just one example of why I think Alex Belfield tells lies. He seems incapable of telling the truth. Well, at least that will be the end of it. There will be no more Alex Belfield on YouTube come September when he is sentenced, and we might not see him for a good 2 years, hopefully 4 years. Even if he does come out of prison early, I doubt that YouTube will allow him to have another channel. YouTube can't be seen to endorse a convicted stalker, can they? And of course, this will be the end of his holidays to America as well, because the Americans have a very dim view of convicted criminals, and they may not let him in, may have his visa revoked. But yes, it's not looking good, is it? But he's brought this all on himself. He didn't have to send those 6,000 emails. He didn't have to make those videos about Jeremy Vine. Alex Belfield didn't have to make all those vile videos. Didn't have to make all those vile. When I was subscribed to him at the very early part of whenever it was, last year, a year and a bit ago, when I first stumbled across his, I did agree with what he said, but it was the fact that he was going too far. Yes, talk about migrants coming in, but when you start talking about how they're dinghy divers and starting to insult them, racially insult them, that's when it drew the line. And this constant misogyny towards the likes of Carol Vorderman, Katie Price. There was quite a few other people that he was misogynistic towards. And then there was a Jeremy Vine, constantly slagging him off. There was never anything positive that came out of his face. I watched a couple of his Sunday phone-ins where he would tell his viewers to, and then when en masse, he suddenly turned around and said to his viewers, well, if you can't afford £1 a week, whatever it is, you can go and do one. Well, in fact, he took a big hit then and lost quite a few subscribers. So I wonder now, if his subscribers will suddenly desert him, because who wants to be complicit in supporting a convicted stalker? Yeah, that's what it comes down to. All those people who funded Alex Belfield's behaviour are complicit in his stalking. So who next will be fined for stalking? Anyway, that's another thing, isn't it? So, in conclusion then, he's been found guilty. He's going to be sentenced on the 16th of September, and the judge is threatening a custodial sentence, and he's warned him to watch his language in his upcoming videos. So we'll have to see what he gets up to in these last few weeks of freedom, whether he'll revert to type and start defaming people. Well, anyway, so that's about it then. So I've rabbited on for a good while. So you have a pleasant Friday evening. I certainly will. I shall have a nice gin and tonic at about 9 p.m. I shall pour myself out a rather nice gin and tonic and celebrate the demise of the evil criminal stalker known as Alex Belfield. Anyway, see you later. Have a nice evening. Bye then.